out, Katie appeared, and today for you, I'm going to be talking about my Voltron Season 6 trailer analysis. But I'm also going to be throwing in a little bit predictions as well. So yes, the Voltron Season 6 trailer came out a few days ago, and God knows how much I've freaking watched that trailer just to get everything that I can talk about. So yeah. So there is a lot that I want to talk about when it comes to this trailer. So basically, first things I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about the 2 tweets that we got like days before the season 6 trailer. I know technically we got 3, but there's not really any point talking about that one because it's just talking about who was reporting on it. But yeah, so the first tweet that we got was a beloved character is going to say something unexpected, and of course it ended up being Hunk saying Rapid Sa, which yes, that is a weird thing, unexpected thing to hear. Like, pretty much any of the paladins saying that, or anybody on Team Voltron saying Rapid Sa. So yeah, and obviously yes, Hunk is a very beloved character, so it would make sense for making that tweet. So yeah, the one thing I will say about that is I'm wondering why Hunk is the one like saying it, and like he's front there and everybody else is kind of at the back. I don't really know why that is the case, unless, I don't know, they kind of just don't want to really be near them because they still don't really trust the Gara, but I don't know, maybe Hunk is a little more trusting, don't know. Or maybe, who knows, maybe Hunk's getting a little spotlight in the season. Hopefully. I doubt it, but a girl can dream and hope. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about the second tweet that we got, which was an enemy knows your weakness, and basically a lot of people were speculating that it was talking about Hagar, talking about how the fact that, you know, she's using Shiro as basically a nanny cam for Lotor, so basically she knows like all the plans and she basically can know all the weaknesses. But in the trailer it was actually Zendak who talked about it, so to me I feel like Zendak knows about the whole clone Shiro thing that's going on. So I do believe that is a thing, because it would make sense since obviously they're working together, and yeah, so I do believe that Zendak does know about it, and that's why he says, I know your weakness, because obviously, you know, Nanny Cam Shiro, basically. But anyways, let's talk about the rest of the trailer. So yeah, I noticed, I think it was the second time around watching it, there's a bit where Pidge is getting attacked, and there's a lot of like laser guns going around, and then there's like the first one is a wide shot, and we see that Pidge is not by herself. She is with Crolia. That is obviously there in that picture is Crolia. That makes me really happy because that means Crolia will be meeting the rest of Team Voltron, which I'm really glad, because a part of me was thinking that the writers were gonna kill her off before she can meet Team Voltron, but from what we see, no, that's not going to be the case. It means that she will meet Team Voltron, which I'm really glad. As long as they don't skip over the scene where they actually get to meet her, then we'll be all good. What we can gather from this trailer is that Lotor is going to try and open the rift again and get through that portal that he tried to before but couldn't. And it looks like he may succeed, that could be the turning point for Lotor, because I think something bad's going to happen because of that, because the last time they tried to go in the rift, bad things happened, and you know, Sarkon and Hagar came a thing, and you know, doomed everything, and everybody basically died. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. If like, also if that means that the whatever that creature is in the rift comes out, then yeah, I can totally see that being a thing. So yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is the whole bit where we see Keith come back. Now, I believe that in that whole incident, I think these are 2 completely different scenes that are being edited together. Because if you notice, when Keith comes out of this ship, we notice behind him there are 2 seats, but when it goes to the wide shot, there's only 1. So unless this is some sort of animation error or something, I believe that these are 2 separate scenes. I think the first bit that we see of Keith coming back, where we see the 2 seats, I think that's going to be when Team Voltron meet Crolia. That's obviously why there's 2 seats and Crolia's already out of the ship. And I think the second part is where Keith just comes back on his own, and I think it's the first time that Team Voltron have seen Keith in a while. So yeah, when we go to the widescreen at this bit, we see that Alora and Lotor are missing. They are nowhere to be seen in this scene. So that gets me a little worried that there's something going on. But the thing is though, we see also Lotor's ship in the background, like in that wide shot, so it's like, so they haven't gone off somewhere, well at least in Lotor's ship. That makes me think that either something's happened to them, or basically they can't get to them, so basically they call Keith because they need someone to pilot a lion because, you know, they're one paladin down. And that's what will make him come back, because he needs to pilot a lion, and it's like big trouble if something happens. So that's obviously why he kind of dismissed Lance, because whatever's going on is an urgent business. Like something is going on and they need to do it straight away. So yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is Lance's line saying, "How do we know that you're the real Keith?" Now that is quite a strange thing to say, even for Lance. Also, shouldn't you be asking Shiro, "How do we know you're the real Shiro, not Keith?" But I do think there may be a reason behind why Lance is asking this. One, it could be the fact that Clone Shiro was already discovered and maybe Lance is a bit wary about things now because he doesn't know they could have made a clone of Keith too, maybe? Who knows? Earlier we saw that Keith and Crowlia were on a mission and it kind of looked like the portal to an alternate reality, so Lance could have known about that reality, and he doesn't know, it could have been a Keith from a different reality or just something like that. So yeah, if it is the fact that, you know, Clone Shiro is discovered, we can't really tell if the Shiro in the wide shot is, you know, real Shiro or clone Shiro. It could be, if it is clone Shiro, it could just be like, okay, so you're a clone. We also know that clone Shiro is Shiro personality-wise. He doesn't know what he's doing, so it could be that they do trust clone Shiro, but they just don't know about the nanny cam. So yeah, it could be that, or that is the real Shiro that is back and they have to go save Alora and Lotor now. I do believe that clone Shiro will definitely, most likely, will be discovered in this season. Even if it's in the last episode, it's definitely going to happen because it just makes more sense just the way it is. And since obviously we know that season 6 is meant to be a turning point, it makes more sense for clone Shiro to be discovered this season. Okay, so there's something that I want to talk about in this video because I just want to really talk about it, and basically it is these two screenshots that we got from season 6. Now, in case you have not seen these screenshots and you're trying to avoid spoilers at all costs, because I guess you could count these screenshots as kind of spoilery, I obviously put a spoiler warning just in case you do not want to see them. So the two screenshots I want to talk about are the ones that we got from the D&D episode, which are, yeah, these are a thing which, not exactly how I would have pictured what everyone's D&D characters would look like, especially Lance. That one's a weird one to say the least, boy, but yeah, Lance is a furry apparently. Basically, from what I think, Lance looks like he may be like a rogue or something, and Alora obviously is an archer, even though I thought out of everyone in the team, I thought Lance would be the archer, because, you know, being the sharpshooter and all. Unless he's kind of got maybe guns in his pocket as being a rogue or something, I'm not too sure. It looks like Shiro is sort of a knight in some way. He doesn't have his wee white poof, which is a bit weird. He's got this kind of crown thing, which is really interesting. Paige is like in this really heavy armor, which is really cool. But as much as I love Paige, I don't think I'd ever cosplay that because that just looks like a lot of work. And then Hunk looks like some sort of monk with this kind of weird beard thing, which really looks cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this episode because it does look really interesting. I do play D&D myself, so it'll be really interesting to see this all come together. My only thing about this is, because we have not that many episodes, I feel like that the D&D episode may not be as good as it should be. Like, it could be an amazing episode, but you may still feel like we could have used that episode to explore more plot, because right now everything that's going on, because that's one of my problems with Voltron at the moment, is the fact that we're only getting really short, like, seasons. Like, there's not that many episodes as it was in season 1 and 2, which to me it just doesn't work as well as it should. I feel like they should just bring them together, and then I feel like the D&D episode will be appreciated more, because yeah, back in season 2 we had the Space Mall episode, and I love that episode. It's one of my favorite episodes, but it worked. But if they had season 2 split up, I don't think Space Mall would have worked, because yeah, again, it's just one of these things that I have a problem with when it comes to Voltron. I kind of hope maybe they'll change for season 7, but I doubt it. I'm sure the D&D episode will be amazing because yes, D&D, it will be amazing. It's just kind of wish it was just wish that we were just getting like a lot more episodes, and then I feel like to me it wouldn't be a waste. Anyways, yes, that is my analysis and thoughts and predictions for season 6. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more fandom content that you can shake a stick at. And see ya!